Hi, everyone. This is Dawn. I'm coming to you from downtown Pittsburgh. This podcast is the point where we talk about everything event and wedding planning in the city of Pittsburgh. I've been in the industry for over 30 years, and I have a very special guest with me today. I've worked with TJ Hill, the Magic Man, for over 20 years now. Can you believe we've been working together for 20 years? Say hello, TJ.
Hello, everyone here in Pittsburgh. No, I can't believe it's been 20 years. It's kind of crazy. When I tell people that I've been performing for 20 professional years, it's kind of weird. So, and I think me and you have been together from the beginning. So
Yeah. Way back when we started, like
Absolutely.
we were grassroots together, helping each other out. Hey, Dawn, I have somebody that wants a casino party. Hey, TJ, I have somebody that wants a magician.
Yeah.
And we both have endured the test of time and the pandemic.
Yes, we did. We made it out alive.
We made it out alive, and that speaks volumes of how important entertainment is to
Of
an
course.
event.
Yeah, and people wanted, during the pandemic, people wanted virtual shows. I said, this isn't something that you can do virtually, I mean, you can set some stuff up and make it work, but there is nothing better than actually performing. And for those of you at home who don't know what I do, because obviously you do, I specialize in close-up magic or sleight-of-hand magic. So, yeah, you can put a camera on it and you can do things virtually, but there's nothing beats the personal experience of seeing it up close, right there, experiencing it. So, yeah.
It's all about the experience, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And you call it, people with Pittsburgh brides, you said that they're interested in these types of experiences, and I call them interactive, anything that involves interaction,
Sure. Interactive event, experiential entertainment,
Exactly.
immersive entertainment.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, in this day and age, we have very short attention span, 8 seconds. We want something new, right?
Right.
So if they're doing a cocktail party and the bride and groom are getting their pictures taken and everyone's doing drinks and charcuterie board and what have you, at a certain point they start to twiddle their thumbs.
Check it out, I got my mic. Sorry, it's burning a hole in my pocket, my cash. See, this is crazy. Isn't that nuts?
I love that.
Sorry, I
one.
just wanted to
love
freak
that
you
one.
out. That's crazy.
And I have been working with this guy for 2 decades, and he still shocks me and surprises.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, but circling back to, I think you are like an ideal entertainment source for brides, grooms, newlyweds, for their rehearsal dinner, for their ceremony. I'm sorry, not ceremony, but reception, for their reception, especially for their cocktail hour, because you can come in, stroll for an hour,
Yes.
keep everyone from being hangry,
Right?
keep everybody entertained.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit more about, like, I know what you do, obviously, as
Yeah.
you've mentioned, but tell me how strolling magic works.
I would say the ideal scenario would be, because a lot of times, some of the weddings that we have done, I've steered people to say, listen, I will work for the reception, and that would work, but the cocktail hour is the perfect time because people arrive. No one knows anyone, okay?
True.
No one knows anyone because there's some people who haven't seen anyone in years.
Yes.
You have, Uncle Bart over here who hasn't seen Aunt Monica on the mom's side of the family in 15 years, and they don't know who to. So my job, bouncing around, lighting my money on fire, doing things like that, is getting people interested. And obviously I do more than just that, but that's something quick and amazing for people. But it gets people laughing and gets people having a good time before the party has even started, because there's always that stiff moment. Everyone's just standing around with their drink. They don't know, how do you know the bride? How do you know the group? Well, my job is to come in, get people having a great time,
Sure.
and get people laughing first. So,
Sure. And it's my opinion, having been in the space as long as I have, that you have so much attention span from your guest. And a good party is one that they're talking about 3 days, 3 weeks later. And they're like, oh my God, that magician. Oh my God, that band.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, those casino games. Whatever element that is the entertainment. If they're still talking about it afterwards, you banked it.
Yeah.
You knocked it out of the park, right? And that cocktail hour is the prelude to the reception.
Absolutely.
So it elevates the energy.
And my point is always, whenever I try to stress to have me for the cocktail hour and how memorable it will be, I always say, listen, speaking to the bride and groom, I say, you are the stars. I was like, I'm just the entertainment. You are truly the stars. And your moment is the reception. Your moment is the rest of the evening. I come in, my only job is I get people laughing. I get people incredibly amazed. And I get people a little bit of buzz going around of people talking, did you see that magician? Did you see this? And then normally I'll try to do something if there's enough time for the bridal party. If they have their own private room before they arrive.
That's nice.
I'll do a special show just for them.
Yeah.
And then I'm out the back door because now it's time
Light
for
it up.
the bride and groom to be the stars of the show.
Right.
So that's the best way to usually do it. Use me as just kind of a warm up to get people excited and and speaking of memorable, I do a trick which you've seen a few times, but where a few
times.
Yeah.
Just a few times.
I have someone autograph a card.
Yeah.
It appears in some of the most impossible locations ever.
Impossible.
Okay. This is not a PG-13 show, if that's what you're thinking. But
it is PG-13. What are you talking about?
But the card ends up folded up inside my shoe, which seems like one of the most impossible locations it could be.
I've seen this.
But the point I'm getting at, as far as memorable goes, is I get people to come back 10 years. They've had these cards. They'll go, you're the magician. They'll go, I saw you at that wedding. You were at Marcy's wedding. And they go, I got the card. And they pull it out and they have this gross old card still with their signature. Yeah. And obviously, how many times have they changed wallets or purses in 10 years and they've still kept the card? They remember it.
That speaks volumes of your talent.
Well, thank you.
And it speaks volumes of how you connect with the audience. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that because as an event manager for Elite Casino events, I have booked other magicians.
Yeah.
So I've seen the good,
right,
the bad,
right,
and the ugly.
Yes.
And sometimes I think there's this, what's the word I'm looking for? There's this mindset that the magician has the hat and the cape and the cane and kind of cheesy from the 70s or something. Yeah. And you say magician, it's like fingernails going down a chalkboard. Or,
absolutely.
Or you're thinking a bunch of kindergartners, which no disrespect, you would do children as well.
Of course.
But
But there is an art to it.
There is an art to it, and that art is not just the talent that you have, but it's also the way that you connect with the people.
And I pride myself on that because there's a lot of really super talented magicians who have amazing sleight of hand and who can do some incredible stuff, but then they don't know how to actually perform. They've been in their rooms their whole lives practicing these moves, and they haven't actually performed for anyone before, And then you have the opposite side of the spectrum. You get these bubbly magicians who might have a great personality, and they don't really have any chops to go with it per se, chops or sleight of hand. So I pride myself on, when I first got my start in Pittsburgh, I used to perform restaurant magic. So that honed me in on getting really good at, at one point I was doing 7 restaurants a week performing. So it kind of honed me in at getting good with approaching people, knowing how to approach people, and who to approach, and exactly how to do it, because every single group is its own show and its own experience. So,
And you've learned how to read the room and to read people and their body language and how they're responding to you.
Absolutely.
Or if they're not responding to you, if they're preoccupied with something else. You've learned how to be respectful and say, okay, they're in another zone.
Right.
Let me go find another group. And I've seen you do that at corporate event.
Yeah.
We'll have a big corporate event and maybe we have a table full of executives and they're just, okay, we were talking.
Yeah. Well, I have a sixth sense. I really do. And I pride myself on that. And I don't know if it's from my parents or what it's from, but I'm usually pretty self-aware of what's happening in the room, and I can kind of gauge that temperature, and I move to the people that I think are going to be really susceptible. And then the next thing you know, these people over here are like, wait, we got to see that guy. Have you seen this guy? And they're so I pride myself on that. Is not only are you getting a great personalized, amazing sleight of hand show, and everyone gets to see something amazing, but you remember me. One of the best compliments I ever had, and it was at a wedding actually, was they said, you can tell that you love what you do. And I said, with all the practice that I put into the sleight of hand and the years and years of loneliness and self-denial that this took to master, I always say that was what made it worth it, is someone said, you can tell you love what you do. Because I really do. I love it.
It shows.
Thank you.
It's something that you can't hide.
Thank you.
You know, and I have said this over and over about all the vendors, photo booth, DJ, band, anyone in it. We're all basically performers. We all show up event day, whether we're a wedding planner or florist or we're bringing in the cake. We perform that day, no matter what's happening in our lives. We put a smile on our face. We come in, we set the stage, we check the mics, we play the music, we prepare the cake, the flowers, we make everything pretty.
Of course.
And it's that ability to like shut it off and turn it on, and it's game day. And that's an acquired skill. It's not necessarily something that you get early on.
And you're giving me all this praise, but how about the praise to you? You've been in the entertainment business for a lifetime, and that right there should show why would you go with anyone else other than Pittsburgh Brides, because you've been in entertainment, surrounded by entertainment your entire life, you know.
Yeah, and I've seen everything that can go bad.
Right. But your events truly are top notch. I mean that. I've worked with so many agencies, so many managers, so many agents. Every time I go to one of I know from top to bottom.
Everything you need. Yeah.
Everything is going to be perfect.
Well, you know, I have to say, I have to give kudos to my husband and my team for that, because I am nothing without my team.
Yeah.
Like, and we remind ourselves of that all the way down.
Yeah.
With everyone. On a constant basis. We're like, you know, they show up, they perform, they give their all every day, every event.
Yeah.
They make the magic happen, and they make me look good.
Right.
You make me look good.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I had a friend, I have to tell this story to you. I have a friend that hired a magician for an event that we were doing.
Yeah.
And she didn't ask me first. It was so bad. This magician was on stage for almost 2 hours through dinner as everybody was eating dinner, 45 minutes, and gone and went into the second hour, and we kept telling him, cut, because what happens when people sit too long, their energy drains. You like drain them, and they kind of become comatose.
Well, of course, yeah.
Even if they're a good magician, because it's just too much of one thing. And he kept saying, just 10 more minutes, just 10 more minutes, just 10 more minutes.
Wait, he was telling you 10 more minutes.
Yeah. And then finally, my very dear friend walked up and grabbed the mic and said, everybody, let's give a round of applause to, and I'm not going to say the name, and basically just had to push him off the stage. And I was so embarrassed for him.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to read the room.
Of course.
He wasn't able to see that people wanted to get up. They wanted to play the casino games. They wanted to go do the photo booth. They wanted to go to the bathroom, for heaven's sake. They wanted to go to the bar. Like, he was just totally, he was so into himself.
Right.
He wasn't giving.
But this
was taking.
This was a stage show, right? He was doing.
It was a stage show, and you know, and stage shows should be short. I don't think they should be long.
I always
Tell me about that.
You know, I also have a stage show that I do that's interactive. It's funny. There's a lot of comedy start to finish. I juggle. I bring people on stage. There's tons of interaction, but you should not be going more than 60 minutes on stage. You shouldn't be going more than 45 minutes on stage and an interactive comedy or magic show. I mean, you shouldn't. I don't care if you're David Copperfield. People lose interest in 60 minutes. So.
Even when we do the casino parties, you know, our scheduled time is 2.5 hours, and people are like, oh, we want you for 4 hours. And I'm like, my grandmother used to say, house guest and fish stink after 3 days. Yeah. I say parties, like from the entertainment aspect of it, weddings are maybe just a little bit different, but a 4-hour reception, and you should be done.
That's a great point.
4-hour party, and you should be done. Because if you try to drag it out 5 hours, 6 hours, you lose the capital of attention that they have. And then people just feel drained. They just feel like, and you want them to leave saying, man, I can't wait for next year. That was such a great party. Or I can't wait to go to their anniversary party. Or I can't wait to text them the pictures tomorrow and tell them what a badass wedding that was. And how great the magician was and the entertainment. That's the kind of energy that you want at your reception. You don't want this long, drawn out. And I know these couples, they spend so much money, and I feel so bad for them. But sometimes less is more.
It is. Absolutely. I don't know. I'm still standing on stage for 90 minutes. I'm like, who's going to do this, really? Yeah, that's bizarre to me.
It was so embarrassing. The girl that hired him is still getting, like, picked on from her coworkers.
Oh, God. That's
They're
like a
"You're
running
not-"
gag in the office.
Yeah, right. You're not allowed to pick the entertainer.
Right.
And she's like, she was so mad at herself because we're good friends. And she's like, why didn't I ask Dawn first?
Yeah.
So here's another point, and I've been talking with the brides and Pittsburgh Brides, because we have elite casino events, but then I also started this group called Pittsburgh Brides, where we mentor and help brides find and facilitate their needs for their wedding day. And one of the things about choosing the vendor so that you don't end up with the magician on stage for 2 hours.
Right.
Is I recommend that when you connect with a vendor, ask them for emails of the 3 most recent events that they did.
Yeah.
Not,
Absolutely.
Not something 2 years ago or
Right.
5 years ago, because who knows what happens in 5 years,
Right.
right? And you don't even know that they live in the town. You don't know, maybe they got married, they lost a job, anything can happen. You want, how did they perform in the last 90 days?
Of course.
Right? Because
Yeah.
things change.
Yeah.
I've seen good decline.
Of course.
And I've seen okay hit the toilet.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like on the other side of the coin, I've seen people become better
Yeah.
through the years. But
Well, and you should get better. As an
Yeah.
entertainer, you mean? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
yeah, As an
absolutely.
entertainer. And, well, I'm glad I succeeded at magic because I'm not good at anything else.
oh,
so
heavens to Betsy.
No, but I say that, but what I mean by it is it was my only option, and I said to myself, this is what I'm good at, and this is what I'll strive to do. And it's funny driving around Pittsburgh, though, I see, you see all these different venues and all these different places, and I kind of look back at 20 years of performing, and I go, me and Dawn did a show there one time.
Yeah.
Weren't we? 'Cause remember we just talked about this. We said
Yeah.
there was a show somewhere in Shadyside or Oakland
Yeah.
that you said you did, and it's weird because it almost feels like a dream, but you could drop a pin 50 miles around Pittsburgh anywhere you want, and I've done a show within a mile of there.
Myself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if that's a sad thing or if that just means that I've really worked hard at my craft and I've done this many shows, but that's what I guess makes a professional, but
Absolutely. And I want to say, before we wrap this up, I want to have you do a little magic trick, but you can find TJ at pittsburghbrides.com. You can also reach out to me if you want to book TJ for your event. He's affordable, reasonable, personable, fun, professional. He checks all of the boxes, has my personal endorsement, and I can't say that for a lot of people.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We've been through so much
But
over the years.
We have to prove it to the people at home.
We have to prove it.
And you know how we're going to do it?
We're going to do some magic.
With an amazing
Okay, I'm going to turn it over to TJ to do some
Okay,
magic.
I got something good here. Check it out. I have an amazing deck of cards. Have you ever seen a deck of cards like these?
I have not.
Me either. These are invisible playing cards.
Okay.
I know there's some brides at home going, really? This is it? But no, I promise you, this deck of cards can be shuffled. Do you mind taking the cards?
Yeah. Okay.
Dawn's going to shuffle the cards for me, give them a good mix them up.
Yep.
You gotta
I
take,
used to be a casino dealer, so I can do this well.
Well, first you got to take them out of the box.
Oh, okay. All right. Open the box.
There you go. That's good.
Pull them out.
That's good.
What do I do with the box?
I was just teasing y'all.
Here, you hold the box.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna do the casino shuffle on my lap.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
That's a pretty good pantomime shuffle, actually.
Yeah.
I've seen some weird ones, yeah.
Yep.
So here, I'll take them.
Okay.
I'll mix them too,
Yep.
and we'll cut right to the chase. I'm going to have you
Okay.
take out one card. Any card you want, doesn't matter what it is, just one.
Okay.
Look at the card. Don't
Okay.
show the camera. Don't show anyone.
Don't show anybody?
Just think about it in your mind.
Okay.
Are you thinking of a card?
I am.
You're sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, now, it can be any card. There's 52, so obviously
Okay.
you know that.
Okay.
But when you put it back, don't put it in face up. I want you to flip it upside down. So these cards are already face up. I want you to put yours in face down. So it would be
Okay.
the wrong way instead
So I'm
of the right way.
looking at the card.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it in.
Face down. Yep.
You ready?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it would basically be
There.
the wrong way instead of the right
Okay.
way. But I'll put them back in the box, put them
Okay.
in my pocket.
And we did not have a conversation about this prior to, just a full disclosure.
This is not prearranged, right?
Yeah,
in case
no,
they think
no,
that.
no.
I'll snap and they transform into a standard pack.
Wow, they're not invisible.
Yeah. Can I get an oddly rehearsed ooh?
Ooh.
That's good. Now,
They're like, this guy is so cheesy.
what we have
Trust
to
me,
do,
stay with me.
This is the same pack you just shuffled and just
Okay.
chose a card from.
Okay.
We have to prove it.
We prove it.
Would our cameraman mind going mobile really fast? Because I just want to see my hands.
Okay.
I want you to see.
Cameraman, can you help us?
Now, what we're going to do is I just want to go ahead.
Okay.
and show you that. Do you remember which card you flipped upside down?
I do.
You haven't even told us.
No.
No one.
No one.
For the very first time, go ahead and tell the camera what was the card that you chose. Go
Queen
ahead.
of Hearts.
You're sure? And you flipped it upside down?
I did.
That means if this is true magic, I need all eyes on my hands. There should be one card facing the opposite direction. And there is. Do you see a card that's face down? These are face up, but yours is face down. Can you turn that card over?
Yeah.
Show the camera. There it is. The Queen of Hearts.
How do you do that shit?
I do it very well.
You're a mind reader, too.
I know. I have ESPN.
Oh, my God. Cameraman, thank you for your help with that.
That
That
was
was amazing. And I'm telling you, that is just one of the amazing tricks that TJ has in his bag, in his suitcase when he comes in. You can book him for an hour, 2 hours, strolling magic, cocktail hour. I think 1 hour for a wedding is perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah.
And contact TJ Hill at pittsburghbrides.com, and or you can contact me. You know how to find me. Pittsburgh Brides, thanks for being with us today. This is The Point. We're coming to you from downtown Pittsburgh, and I'll see you on an episode soon. TJ, love you. Thanks for being here. God, I love this guy. You know what? And you know, we're both so lucky.
We of course.
We both love what we do.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
You never work a day in a life when you love what you do for a living.
Yeah, and right? I mean that. Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Thank you.
All right, cameraman, thank you. Bye.